why you shouldn't hire a videographer for your marketing. Marketing is something that is very deliberate. You have so few seconds to capture the attention of your viewers, and you don't want them to go away. In fact, your message needs to be so clear, every second packed with gold, that videography just isn't the right way to capture that. This channel is all about video production, content marketing, and making money on YouTube. So if that interests you, go ahead and subscribe for more. In this video, I'm going to show you, even behind the scenes, a videographer compared to a producer. You can actually even tell by their posture and what they're doing if they're a videographer or a producer. You might think that's weird. Let me just explain. The definition said it's for small-scale video production, and that means there's probably not been any prior scripting, planning. They're showing up with a camera and they're recording what's happening in front of them. For example, take a look at this cutaway to a videographer. Got their camera, they're probably great with it, but they're just there waiting for you to do something interesting, and they'll follow you around. That's videography. I've done it myself when I do live events, Comic-Con, weddings, you name it. I'm there as an observer, kind of like another participant watching what's going on and just catching that from that perspective. It's a point of view. As a videographer, it's an important job at a wedding. You put yourself in the audience and you're showing what the watched experience is. A producer is completely different, and you want a producer for your marketing because no good marketing happens by accident. It doesn't happen by improvisation, and it doesn't really happen by chance. So we need to plan ahead. A producer is going to be with you long before the day the cameras show up. So number one difference is that a videographer is reactive to what they're filming and what's going on in front of them. And a producer is someone who shapes, plans, creates, and presents while watching over the whole process from A to Z until that video is done and delivered. And then if it's for you, for marketing, there's that approval and communication that has to be going on all the way through the process. In other words, a videographer is great if you've already planned everything out and you just want someone to capture it. But you're not going to have any time really to follow any new inspiration that happens that day. They're already there, the event's underway, and there's no time to make it better. You're just going to get what you got. We've had an interesting experience with starting our own YouTube channel, even though we've done over 4,000 videos at this point for other channels, 30 or more channels, and other entrepreneurs building their businesses and watching their income go like this, you know, from the hundreds of thousands into the millions and then even on to billionaires. So as we've begun our own channel, we've sort of had this three-tier approach. Some days we film by ourselves with just the camera and no one here to listen or give any feedback. That's even less than having a videographer. That's me talking to the lens. And it's okay, I can fake it. Next step up would be a videographer, someone to hit record, and probably in the middle they might be checking their phone. I've even heard of some cases where someone has hired a videographer and they leave the room. They turn it on and record, and then they go do something else until the video's over. I don't recommend that. So as I said, a videographer is reactive to you, and they can only film what you've planned. Here's the problem. Today I'm doing a video, and I am glad to have a producer. I've got Alicia here behind that camera, and then this other one. With her here, she can listen to me and give me feedback and suggestions, especially as I'm trying to think about this camera here. There was an old theory that if someone took your picture, that they were taking a part of your soul. And people laugh about that people were afraid to have their photo taken. But the truth is it does take a little bit. It pulls something out of you. You have to have enough energy for me and for the other listener. So it does help to have a producer there to listen to you. I prefer to have a producer helping me because I can't, frankly, produce for myself. No matter how much I know when I'm behind the camera, I can't do it for myself. I have to have someone listening. When we're serving our clients, we can have as many as 3 producers, sometimes 4 on set. And I say 4 producers because it means everyone on our team is able to do camera, audio, but they think like a producer. They don't show up and do their one job. Everyone is thinking about that client and presenting them in their best light. So it makes a really big difference. That way, the client can think about their content. That's all they have to think about. Their content, what to say, and who they're trying to connect with through the lens. Behind the camera, the producers are taking care of absolutely everything else. And then the person on camera can really just focus on creating a great message. The best marketing videos always have a script. It's written, it's pre-planned, and then there's a shot list that's pre-planned. And if you're doing just videography, you have to do as best you can to keep moving and changing around the room to get the best angle. But in marketing, we want to have that decision made in advance. So videography is reactive to what's happening in the present, and producing is proactive, planning ahead, and controlling the whole environment of the shoot. So for marketing videos, nowadays we have two different things. You've got your scripted out, which is clearly a script with maybe an actor or a presenter or spokesperson. And then now we have social media platforms where you can do, like YouTube, we're simply teaching a concept. We're helping you to get to know us and our business and what we do. And this is not fully scripted. It's more conversational, but it did have an outline. We did start with a concept and an idea. We did plan out the keywords. We did plan out what question we would answer. Having a producer for a scripted project allows you to turn your ideas over to someone who will come up with all of the planning, hiring, get all of the elements together, the location, actors, and take that off your plate so that you can oversee the project as the business owner and they do all the work to deliver it. When you don't have a producer, then say when I was filming by myself, I had to constantly be looking at the camera to remind myself, am I looking at the lens or am I looking at the monitor? If I do that, it's wrong. And then I think in my head, oh no, that's wrong. I got to switch back. Or looking at the lights or listening to see if someone in the background is making noise. As a producer on camera, it's really hard to manage all those things. When I have a producer helping me, then the only thing I have to think about is what I'm saying. So when you have that benefit, you can try to keep your videos as conversational as possible. All I have to think about now is how to give you the best message and information, and the producer will be back there worrying about all the other details. One last thing I might add is that a producer is usually a pretty special type of person who has the ability to care about and see the whole picture and still manage every fine detail to make sure everything is in place. If you need marketing video or looking into YouTube and you would like to talk to someone who can help you know where to begin, we actually have a link down below where you can talk to a producer on our team and get a little more information on exactly how that works. We're your video allies. You've got this, we've got your back, and we can't wait to see what you create or what we can help create for you.